Hey guys, so this devlog I'm gonna switch things up. Being a small YouTuber, I want to take this time while I grow to test out different ideas for how I format my videos, especially framing the content that I'm creating for all of you. So in this devlog, I'm going to focus on a single aspect of the game and give more of an idea of my thought process when developing mechanics, the issues I come across in greater detail, as well as my method for solving such issues. Thanks, and I hope you all enjoy. I'm going to be redoing the island expansion system. Rather than expanding to have multiple islands like Forager, the main island is actually going to grow and expand instead. Currently, the islands are just PNG files that I add colliders to after creating the island in a software called Tiled. However, with the new system I'm adding, causing the main island to actually expand, I'm going to have to do everything within Unity, and I'll explain why. Of course, I could just have the parts that expand overlay on top of each other, but instead, for greater ease in my project, I'm going to set up rule tiles using Unity's built-in tile system. A rule tile is a tile that automatically changes both in the editor and at runtime, depending on the tiles around it. The system makes developing a tiled map, whether a side scroller or top-down, much easier of a process. By using rule tiles, I can create a prefab of a group of tiles, say a group of desert biome tiles, grassland, or even winter. Then, placing those tiles onto the main tile map, the rule tile system will automatically update the hard edges of the main island to accommodate the new ones being placed down, making island expansion a lot more dynamic. However, what I didn't realize whenever I first wrote the script was that it was not actually going to work this way, and then later on in the video I show you why and explain why. Before I move on to what I did Wednesday, I just wanted to say thank you all for the reception on my last devlog. I had a nice algorithm hit where the video views and my sub count practically doubled in just 2 days. So it's been really motivating for me, so I want to try to push out devlogs a lot quicker, and also my other various YouTube content. So be sure to subscribe, as only 11% of my viewers are subscribed. Also be sure to like and comment on this video, as it helps me out tremendously. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So Wednesday I spent the majority of my day researching how I would do this, and beginning work setting up the rule tiles. I created multiple recolors of the ground tiles, that way I can go ahead and have a way to see winter tiles, sand tiles, and grass tiles all combine and update whenever I begin working on the system. Rule tiles are actually really easy to set up. They're very intuitive with their built-in interface for determining which sprite goes where when painting a large group of rule tiles. The interface has a grid for letting the system know where the current tile you're setting up should be placed, as well as a list from common to least common in order, to have a priority for certain tiles depending on whatever issues may happen. After getting the rule tiles set up, however, I realized that my original plan won't work the way that I had visioned in my head, where the different biomes were all a part of the same tile map. However, there will just be small gaps that I'll make crossable for the player, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I began looking for a way to programmatically set tiles when the island expands, which I don't really know how I'm going to go about it just yet. The trickiest part is that, as far as I know, there's no way to take a prefab of a bunch of tiles in a tile map and then apply that to the already existing tile map. I could place down a secondary tile map, but it doesn't interact the same with the tiles in other tile maps, which is somewhat of a problem. Another option could be having the player pick how the island expands by having the camera zooming out and then the player place the tiles. However, I'm not really sure if I'm going to go with that idea. On Thursday, I decided I would just go with an entirely different approach of just making the island prefabs using the tile maps, and then changing the art of the tile set so it does not have the water edges, and instead making water separate from the island tiles entirely. That way, layering tile maps will look a lot better and realistic without weird water's edges where they shouldn't be. So now that I have that part figured out, I just need to randomly pick an island and place it while making sure there's not one already there. I plan on accomplishing this similar to the old system like Forager has, where it's just invisible nodes that had an array of possible islands that will be randomly picked, which is likely what I will do, as I already have the groups of nodes and refer to them as stages. There will be a stage close to the island, and then more stages that go further and further out. And in order to go further out, you have to complete each stage. That way there's never an expansion that you physically can't go to. So for the rest of Thursday, I spent my time working on this system. Since I already had quite a bit of it programmed due to recycling the old system, all I had to do was place the nodes in proper places, create the prefabs for the islands, and then set up the stages, as well as programmatically checking if every node in the stage has been placed, simply by having a public bool variable on each node that is ticked true whenever an island has been placed on it. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I think it's a lot more compelling of a system, and now I just need to add a bit more of a cinematic feel to it and fix the gaps between tiles. Since I'm using Cinemachine for the camera, I'm going to write a system to move the camera to the position of the island node, add a little bit of screen shake, some sound effects and particles. That way when the island expands, it makes it actually seem like it's coming from the ocean. For now, I'm going to leave that for another video. Currently my main focus is to develop all the mechanics in the game before focusing on making everything look nice, as well as finishing the game Steam page so that all of you can wishlist it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.